Thank you for tuning in to Line Life for Cure. My WCW of the week is the one and only Ashley. Yay! She is the CEO of her own company. Tell us your story.
I am the founder and owner of Murph Style Boutique. The inspiration came about because I really like to dress. I like to shop. I like clothes. I like every aspect of shopping. Anything like that is me. And I used to always go places and people would ask me like, where'd you get that from, or how did you put that together? We really like how you did that. So I started my own clothing boutique in December of last year. First it was just online, and I would have certain inventory at home, and I would deliver it or mail it upon request of my customers. But now I do have my own shop. It is on the west side of Detroit. I can give you the address when I look it up again. But yeah, so that's what my inspiration was. Is just I'm just a fashion person, period. Like every time when I'm asleep, I'm thinking about what I'm gonna wear tomorrow. What shoes I'm gonna wear with that tomorrow. So
you gotta go out and get something to match this or match that.
It's really funny because I actually hate the mall now. Like I do not shop at the mall at all unless it's for my son, or you know, if it's something that I don't carry. So I don't shop at the mall like that, like underwear and stuff like that. Yeah, but for clothes, I don't shop at the mall.
And where did the name come from?
My last name is Murphy. Everyone calls me Murph. Like so, and then my family's last name, of course, is Murphy. So we were the Murphs, and that's just where it came from. My sister has a really awesome style too, so that's where it came from. Like I have Murph tattoo right here, and.
So when you thought about starting your own online boutique, that was the name that you just was like, I'm gonna just go with the last name, or did you think of any other name before you thought of that?
No, it was just that. Like it's always like everything I sign or hashtag is always my last name and not my first. A lot of people mess my first name up anyway, so it's always Murph or Murphy. Even when I order food, it's not under my first name; it's under my last name. So it was automatically gonna be something like that.
Now, how was the ups and downs of starting your online boutique?
My ups and downs are actually personal, and I'm gonna express them. I'm glad you gave me this platform to talk about them because I started my company in December. My first grand opening was supposed to be May 4th, and during that time I went through a really, really bad depression. Like I have a full store similar to yours. Everything's in there. And I just wasn't in the mental space to open. I didn't feel like everything was right. I still physically haven't opened my store, but I just moved to a better location. Like I've had a store already on the west side. Now my landlord moved me to an even better location.
Oh, that was good.
This week, and then I got your email last week, so it's like a no-brainer. So I'm gonna open by the end of this week, the beginning of next week, because everything's there. I just had a really, really tough time this year with some personal things that I went through, but all the signs were pointing to me like, you gotta do this. So I was paying rent at a store that never opened. So that was one of my lows, but one of my highs was just like all the signs you get from the universe that tell you to go ahead and push forward and move on.
That's deep.
Yeah,
it's real deep. And even though you had the store, were you able to still put out your inventory like online or even deliver?
Yeah, people? I have a lot of inventory that goes out online, but I still have a lot of people. Surprisingly, from our school, like a lot of people from DIES, shout out to DIES, they shop with me, and they actually they shop with me, and a lot of them are frequent shoppers. So even while I wasn't open, a lot of my inventory is still gone because I still dress, and then I still have loyal customers that buy things or that'll hit me up and say, I like that outfit, are you selling that? What's up? And they've kind of motivated me as well, as far as calling me or inboxing me like, what's going on, what's up? And the fact that I cater to not just regular size customers, I also have a plus size line
That's awesome.
So I try to cater to everybody's size, shape, and my customers really keep me motivated because they're always looking on my page. And one customer told me, I'm stalking your website. So yeah, I still was moving product. I just still hadn't been in my space.
Now you said that your customers was awesome. How was your support team outside your customers?
My sister normally only wears my clothes. Like she'll go shopping outside of me if I don't have a lot of inventory. But
she's a walking model.
She's a walking model, and then she's small, like she's pretty much shaped like you. So she got a banging body, and she rocks my stuff. My aunts, my mom takes my stuff to work and comes home with nothing. So like I've had a really great support system, and that was another wake up thing. Like you got so many people backing you. You got so many, and a lot of strangers. Yeah, a lot of strangers approach me, and I give them my card, and they really come shop, and they really. I went to one lady's house with one item that she wanted, and she ended up buying like 5. That wasn't just it happened to be in my cart that day. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta keep pushing. So a lot of my people are my biggest push. Like, do it.
Your motivation, your inspiration. That's awesome to hear that you was able to come out such a storm. Like, you know how they say it's storming outside. You know, you don't want to go outside, but at the same time, sometimes you gotta walk through it instead of standing through it. I mean, standing in it. So that was good that you was able to push through that. You know, that situation in your life. Now, where do you see your business growing in 3 years?
I actually want to expand. I have very smart people. I won't name drop him because he's very shy. But he also went to our school. He's a pretty, if I tell you, you probably know who I'm talking about. He's really smart. Kind of almost borderline genius. And I think that with his brains and my brains and my vision, we'll be in different states. We were looking at some spaces in Atlanta within the last month, but I have to get my home base.
Go ahead, girl, move it to another state. Okay.
I gotta get my home base up and running and functioning, and then I always have great jobs, but I don't like to work for people. I want to work for myself or have my money work for me. So we're not gonna just stop here in Michigan. We'll be moving. We'll probably have more than one location in Michigan though, like suburbs, Detroit, East Side, West.
I love it. Now, how is having your own business, working a 9 to 5, and having this own?
It's actually kind of fun. It can be stressful. My son is not into me anymore. He just turned 11 last Saturday. So normally, you know, like my niece, she likes it. Like she'll put on the jacket and model it. But my son, not so much. So he don't really like to go with me or to help out with clothes and stuff. So I still have to balance that. But he likes to do other things. Like we have our date. Like today we're gonna have our date. We go for ice cream because it's $1. It's $1 at Dairy Queen on Tuesdays.
Thanks for telling us.
But and then we're gonna go to the movie. So we usually do that every Tuesday or one day out the week. So trying to do that, I take away and tell people that because it's just me right now as far as managing the business and drop offs and deliveries and stuff. I don't work on a day that I'm dealing with my son. So that's a try. It can be trying because some people only have this day off, or some people can only be available on this day.
Some people don't understand that, so they think that you're supposed to be able to work at all times.
At all time, yeah. So and then I don't really like to drop off a little too late, because you know. But it's been a trial trying to find a balance, but it's not a bad trial. It's just like finding a balance. And making my stuff work for my life. So
are you able to check emails and all that type of stuff at work?
I'm not supposed to, but I do. I check my emails all day. Like I might not check my phone, but I'll check my emails because I'm already logged in
on the computer.
So, yeah, I'll check emails all day long, but I rarely I before I got my new phone, I had maybe 2,000 unread text messages, and I'm sorry, but I just get them so often. They just come in so much, so
you don't pay attention to
that. Don't. I have to get a business line. Like, that's coming soon. I just don't even. I know. I'm an email girl though, because I feel like that's more professional anyway.
Right. Now, how did you do anything when you first started the online business, was that the only way that you was getting out your products and letting them see it? Was like Facebook, Instagram? How was it different? Was you doing vendors, events? Was you doing anything in that nature to get your name out there?
I actually, when I first started, it was just word of mouth, and the reaction was crazy. Like for Valentine's Day, for New Year's, everything moved. So because I only had a little bit, because I was just starting, so I didn't know. So it was like I gotta try to see.
You sent me to your. You sent me, I think, a request, or you sent me something. I think it was on Instagram or Facebook. I was like, oh, she just started her own boutique. And you had a couple items on there, and then 2 days later you had more, and then 3 days it just expanded into this big old
really
thing.
Fast.
And I was like, dang, okay.
Everybody was like, and everything, and I don't like that my stuff, when somebody calls me, I don't have it because it's sold out. So trying to manage inventory is another thing, because I don't like to buy the same stuff over again either. So that was fun. That's actually kind of fun. Just kind of playing around in different styles and seeing what is going to take off and what's not. I rarely have stuff that don't, though. So that's been a blessing. Like, I have that eye for fashion. But I did one vendor's event. It was, I did a clothing event at Echelon. And I sold almost all of my stuff there. Minus like a few things. Like all of my first lives are gone. I sold a few outfits, and a lot of people like I can't keep jackets in stock. Like, this is mine. This is my jacket from home. Like, no, I was not for sale, but I can't keep jackets. So I think that's the thing. It's the jackets that I pick. A lot of people gravitate to. So I can't wait for fall so I can bring more jackets to the forefront.
Now, how was the event? Was you scared at first? Was you nervous?
I was nervous because I had all my stuff, and it was a crowded event because they had Sky from Black Ink host, so a lot of people came out, and I was a little nervous because I don't really like to have. I have issues with anxiety, so having all my stuff, managing that, having all that money on me, I don't carry cash, and that aspect was a little overwhelming at first. But my friends came.
I was about to say, did you have any help?
Yeah, my friends came. My best friend Precious, and then my WCW Carly, she came, and she put. When I tell you, girl, she took this wreck out this box and put it together for me in the middle of the club. Like, she the real MVP for that. But yeah, my friends came and they helped me, and it was fun.
Like, you didn't feel so overwhelmed. You felt relaxed, and you was able to talk to the customers, the people that walk up. So how was that, like, actually now from transitioning from having it online and then having an event and then explaining your product and saying, oh yeah, I have this and this sequence, and how was that?
It's a little harder to explain without people seeing it. So having an online platform, I have to really shout out social media, because I put on a lot of my stuff and people like, oh, I want that. It didn't look like that on the model, especially when you're dealing with.
You put it on right and it look good on your body.
Yeah, especially when you're dealing with certain vendors that advertise and they use a certain type of model, I will say, and versus you putting it on and dressing it up and knowing what hairstyle go with it, because models are just there to show the outfit. They don't really too much hair change and that stuff, and accessorizing it. So social media assists me with doing that, and it's been awesome listening to people like, oh my god, that's that dress? Oh, you wore that way better. You should just be your own model. So, but I don't like people,
do good though.
But I don't like people taking pictures of me. Believe it or not, I do not like people taking pictures. So a lot of my pictures I take of myself are myself in a bathroom or something, and that's kind of unprofessional. But that's how I take pictures. I don't like people taking pictures of me. It makes me nervous, believe it or not. I don't know why. That's my thing. But yeah, me modeling my own clothes and putting them on my social media, that's my advertising. And then online, I try not to put so many pictures of myself, maybe in the intro. But as far as selling, I don't put pictures of myself because they're normally in a bathroom or in my room, in my mirror. And I don't find that to be professional
for a website.
So I don't think that they get the gist like you guys get for having private access to my social media account.
Now, where do you get the most action? Instagram or Facebook?
Well, you know, I have a Facebook page for both myself and my business, and I have an Instagram page for myself and my business. My Instagram, I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna say my Instagram wins because not only do I get people that are wanting to shop, I get people that invite me to vendor events and that tell me about events that are coming up and things like that. Okay. And I felt bad because, like I said, I was going through a lot of stuff. And I wasn't able to take advantage of a lot of the stuff. I've been invited to at least 10 events within the last month. Wow. And I haven't been able to pull it together to get to these events. But I really appreciate the different people that I see my site, and they're like, this is different, this is what's up, you need to come here and showcase your items. And it sounded good, but I was just not in a space to do it.
Your mind wasn't there.
It wasn't there. My heart wasn't even in it. I didn't even want to sell for a minute. Like, I had to take a step back and reevaluate myself. But now I'm really excited to see have that stuff coming in. Like, I was supposed to be in Vegas for a vendors event they're having there, but it just, the timing wasn't right. My son's birthday was last week, so the timing wasn't right for me to make that. Realistically,
first you gotta let him know.
Yeah, it just wasn't. It just didn't fit. But they're gonna be at other events, so that's my be able.
Well, for you to say that you went through something and you was going through something, you don't look like it. You don't look like it at all.
I try to do what my granny said. You don't want to look like what you've been through. And I'm going to tell everybody this. Like, people will be like, oh, well, she had a breakup or she did this. No, breakups don't make you depressed. Money don't bring you out of depression. Like I said, my whole shop has been set up 4 months. I pay rent to this lady every month, and I'm not there. My boyfriend and I are great. Like, we have our issues.
Of course.
But we're great. And I still wasn't myself. So, no, that sometimes
it just put more. That was a toll on it. You already.
Yeah, you just gotta, sometimes you might need to go talk to somebody. And that, I mean, depression is real. And I just really, really want people to understand that depression is real. And whatever you can do to help yourself out of that depression, you should do it. So.
And that's why I'm doing this platform. This is why it's for to show people that they're not alone. To let them know that they might have to hear someone else say it, so they can know, dang, I do feel like that sometimes. Or you know what? I need to express this to let them know I'm not myself right now. It's okay not to be yourself. It's okay for you to be able to step off your pedestal for a minute to get yourself together to get back up there. So I do appreciate you for coming on here to say that, because a lot of people don't understand that or don't want to express it or know what it is. They might feel it but don't know, okay, that's what that is. Right. So that's a good thing, because it's just hard. It's hard. But as far as your business, do you think it'll be more than just women clothes? Because I know you said you have a son. So even though he not into fashion, have you ever
into fashion. He not into my fashion.
Oh, okay.
he likes stuff, and he went to middle school, so he really is. I gotta be the freshest kid, mom. So he into stuff. I was really actually nervous. A lot of people ask me, like, are you gonna start carrying men's clothes? Like, you got an eye and you just. I'm nervous. I'm intimidated by men's clothing and children's clothing.
I think they're worse than women.
I'm scared. Like, you know, men are very particular about what they wear. So I'm a little nervous to get into that. But hopefully going to some events and finding vendors will help me get out of that shell. Kids clothing is a little bit harder to get into, because you don't have a lot of kids vendors that carry kids clothing. So that carry kids clothing. So I'm not opposed to anything, but once I get the correct vendors and everything I need to branch off, I definitely will.
Now, with you have your own online business, what even made you think of online first? Who was that? Did you have any background history with that? Did you have to do your own research?
I actually did. I did it all by myself. Like, I pay for my website host, and I actually have to upload, take off, price, add inventory, remove inventory. Everything you see on my website, I personally have to sit and do, and it takes hours for me to do that. I just pay for them to host the site. And I wanted it like that because a lot of people that host sites and that you pay to do it, it's not what you it's not what I like. So I did it myself, and I went that route because it was I was beginning, and I wanted to see how it would take off. So I didn't want to buy a building if I was and nobody was gonna buy my clothes.
Right.
You know, so I wanted to get a reaction and a feel for how people reacted to my business, and I wanted it to be available to people across the world.
Right.
So that's why I went online, and it was fairly reasonably priced to start my website. And then it came with like a lot of stuff, like my domain name and things like that.
Yeah, that's my biggest issue too about websites, is you have to be able to, if you sold that item, you gotta take that right off. You can't even leave that on there, because I have seen people say they purchased something and then it wasn't even there. So now they gotta either give them their money back or pick something else. But it's like, I already paid and it said it was confirmed or whatever, and now you're saying it's not on there. So that's, I applaud you for that too, because that's hard work, saying, okay, well, I don't have no more than jackets.
Right.
And you left it on there. You don't say sold out. Then what you do?
I hate getting those emails.
Oh my God.
So I purchased this. And then you'd be like, dang, I really wanted that for myself. But oh well.
Now, do you have, well, you probably don't, but do you have every item that you actually purchased for, like, different people you wasn't able to get yourself, like you said?
My jackets, y'all got my jackets. Like, all the jackets that I had last year that I would model in, or I'll take pictures.
Why you didn't say one?
I couldn't, like, because these jackets really are, like, the jackets that I sold last year and the beginning of this year are really popular. Like, when I purchased them from the vendor, there were no more. You know what I'm saying? So I would buy them, and that was it. Okay. So if somebody wants it, I'd rather you be a walking billboard than me.
Right. Right.
You got people, you know people that I don't know. So I'm never gonna tell my customer I don't have something unless I wore it. I don't sell anything that I wear. Like if I wear it, I'm not selling it to you. Like I don't sell clothes that I wear. But if I, if mostly my jackets, I would just advertise them and I would sell them. So I don't have any jackets. This year I'm gonna have to go different, so I can have some jackets.
Do you remember your first piece that you ordered? What was it?
That's an interesting story. Now, my first piece I actually ordered was for someone. Really? It was for their birthday. Their birthday was coming up. It was for New Year's, and they really wanted it. So let me tell you, I didn't make money. I didn't start making money off my clothes until like just recently, because I would buy stuff. Or, because I liked it, and I would sell it for basically almost what I paid for it. So I bought this dress, and I overnighted it and everything, and this girl did not buy it. It was a sequence-like dress. It was kind of see-through. But yeah, she didn't buy it, but it sold. I had more than one of them. I still have one left, but I did end up selling it to somebody else. But I remember my first piece because I overnighted hers especially so she could have it for her birthday, and she did not buy it.
And how did it make you feel?
At first I was kind of annoyed, but then I wasn't, because I know me. If I'm expecting to look away from my birthday, I'm not gonna wait for Fashion Nova or whoever to send my outfit and then I don't like it, and then I'm stuck. Especially if it was a holiday like New Year's Eve, like. No, so I understood, but I would have rather not have wasted my overnight money on overnight.
Now, talking about birthdays, so you said your big 30 coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Your big 30 coming up, and you said you hashtag. I had to stalk your page today so I can get some stuff. You said get snatched for the dress. Now, is this dress gonna be from one of your pieces?
No, okay. I'm actually having my dress custom made. Okay. Because I wanted a certain look. I am turning 30, unfortunately, but I'm excited now. 30 I am very happy and excited. I'm having a big party. I want you guys to come. Of course. I'll send you guys an invitation. It's gonna be very nice. It's off of Marina. It was gonna be a boat party. You get it exclusive because I have been very hush-hush about my birthday. Because everybody want to know what I'm doing on my birthday. My birthday party is going to be off of Marina. It's going to be off the water. The theme is Ice Me Out. Okay. Everybody's invites are going to be going out. I'm very excited. It's going to be September 28th, the day before my birthday, because that's a Saturday. So come drink the liquor, because I'm going to probably have an open bar. I'm battling myself with that right now, but more than likely knowing me, because I don't want my guests to pay for anything. So come out and have fun.
I want y'all to celebrate with me.
I want y'all to be comfortable, come and enjoy, and it just be that. Like, so that's what I'm doing for my birthday. Like I said, it was gonna be on the boat, but I know a lot of people, including me, that will be late and will miss the boat. So I'm not having it on the boat. We can look at yourself. The boat will be right outside looking at us, but we're gonna have it at the actual marina at the location. So it's gonna be really nice.
That's cool. But you'd be about to turn 30, have your own business online, and have a store. How do you feel?
I feel, and it's funny, I wonder if you feel like this. I still feel like I'm not finished. Like, what next? Like, I gotta make this happen and this gotta pop. I'm not done. You know, I still go to work. Well, I haven't been this summer because I've been off, but that's another story. But I still report to somebody. I still can't physically just up and quit and be financially stable. So I'm still pushing for that freedom to get to that point. But I feel I'm happy that I actually jumped off the gate, because I told my best friend that I wanted to open up my clothing business. I told her in November, and in December, 29 is my thing. I'm a 29. All of us were born on 29. My mom's first 3 children.
Wow.
So I did it December 29th. My birthday's September 29th, and then I was supposed to have my real grand opening June 29th, and I never did it. So I'll probably do it maybe August 29th. So we can keep the 29 thing. But I'm excited to see what comes. What else comes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, this part of the segment is called Pick Your Brain. I'm going to ask you a couple of things, and you're going to tell me how you feel about it.
Okay.
Wine or liquor?
Liquor.
Liquor. How do you feel like?
Depends on the day. I'm going to feel right, though.
Do you feel men is better leaders, women, or both?
Both.
And why do you say that?
It just depends on what we're leading. Like the world girls, for sure.
Leftovers or hangovers?
Leftovers meaning leftover food.
It's how you take it. Leftovers or hangovers?
For sure, leftovers.
Okay. One random fact about yourself. That the world don't know.
That y'all don't know? I don't know. Ooh, that's a hard question.
No, that's not.
It is.
It is.
You gotta figure out which one to disclose. Random. I don't know. Okay, one random fact is I don't think I would handle my kids.
Okay, that's different. Text or calls?
It depends on who it is.
Okay. I was thinking you was gonna say calls because you don't check your text messages. So.
I don't check.
I thought you were gonna say, do you get second chances or third chances?
No chances. I'm just second chance. You can get a second chance, but third chance, I'm just dumb.
Yeah. Night or day?
Night.
You're a private person or an open person?
I'm a little private now that I've gotten a little older. So I'm kind of private.
Oh, okay. Do you feel that someone can knock you off your pedestal that you built yourself?
No, not someone. No.
I feel that. I understand that. Now, do you think you're in a cocoon, a caterpillar, or a butterfly?
I would say I'm a caterpillar right now.
Okay. When did you think that you when do you think that you are transitioning into going towards your cocoon?
I think I'm going back. I think I'm going towards butterfly.
Butterfly?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's the caterpillar, then cocoon, then butterfly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
think I need to start explaining that to people because
I did that wrong.
Yeah. So that's why I said. So that's why. Do you think you're going towards that, or
yeah?
Okay, I'm about to ask that question again.
Okay.
So we got to take that part off. So do you think that you are a caterpillar in a cocoon or a butterfly?
I am a caterpillar going towards cocoon stage.
Good one. Now, you had actually wrote something on your personal page.
Okay.
And I think we basically discussed it already.
Mm-hmm.
But it said that when you are in a dark space, but you finally are seeing the light. I didn't want to actually say the whole post, so I just summed it up. What do you think? Let me rephrase that. You said that you was in a dark. You wrote something on Facebook, and it said that you was in a dark space, but now that you finally see the light, do you think that with your business, someone can take you in a dark space?
No, not a person. I'm glad you asked me that, so I can clarify. No person is responsible for my dark space. Not one single person, not a soul, no one can take me into a dark space. My dark space is more mental. It's more, like I said, I do suffer from anxiety, and not being able to control that was the biggest factor of my depression. So it wasn't a person, it was me not being able to have a handle on something, and I'm used to having a handle on everything. So not being able to have a handle on my own stuff and grasp my own anxiety and shake it away, that's what my thing was. So no one can take me into depression.
Thank you. What would you tell someone that's starting a new business, looking for a 9-to-5, or just any young woman in life? What would you tell them right now?
Always ask. Like, I am an open book. I might not give you my whole recipe, but I will help. Like, I am not a funny acting person, and a lot of people that I've gravitated to and that I've learned from as far as starting my business and moving forward were all there to help you.
That's awesome.
So, there's so many different people out here that are starting businesses, and I usually try to support everybody that's doing something, especially from our school or within my community directly. But I say do it, and what you want to make of it will come as long as you put your all into it. So yeah, ask. Make sure you ask, because if you don't know, ask.
Right. And some people sometimes they get afraid to ask because they are used to being let down, or someone not wanting to give them the research because they feel like they had a researcher, so you should too. So regardless of any situation, like she said, always ask, whether you get a good response or bad response, but you can learn from whatever they gave you. So, like she said, always ask. Do you have anything? The floor is yours. You can speak. Let them know where they can find your merchandise. Let them know about your Facebook, your Instagram.
You can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is Murph Style Boutique. It's Murph Style, MurphStyle_boutique on Instagram. I will post the physical address. I can give you the area. It is on Greenfield and 10 Mile in Southfield. But I'll have the address posted on my website by the end of the week.
Okay, do you have anything you want to say to the floor? The floor is yours, it's open.
I do want to thank you so much for giving me this platform to speak. A lot of things that I did disclose today, a lot of people did not know. I felt very comfortable coming on here and talking to Shakira, so I'm really glad to be your WCW. And I do, again, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Well, make sure you guys tune in to Learn Life with Cure, and I appreciate you for being my WCW. Peace. How you think we did? You think we missed anything?